Hello world, Indigo Ali here again. And let me apologize for the quality of today's video. When I got into the pool after my workouts, my phone was still in my pocket, which wasn't waterproof, so stuck using my backup right now. Either way, today's going to be a pretty simple video and rather common sense, also short, um, concerning the perspective and perception of space. Because a lot of you guys' perception of space is rather vague and it is what it is, but it's just rather vague. All right, because you don't interpret what space is and what that actually means. All right, so with things being said, let's jump right into it. Inside of my interpretation, I'm going to give you the definition because I know a lot of you guys don't go do what I say and look up the words and know what's coming out of your mouth and know your very thought. So let's jump right into it. Space. A continuous area that is free, available, or unoccupied. The dimensions of height, depth, and width within which all things exist and move. So one might say, that table takes up a lot of space. Or how much space do I take up? Okay, words that are synonymous with space are things like area, room, longitude, latitude. All right, so once you get those that understanding, you can say, well, hey, I live in space. All right, you live in space, and not just that, you can take it a step further. All right, and this goes a little bit into the Mandela effect and the OBEs. Um, you live in outer space. All right, because not only do you exist within yourself, you as matter taking up space, you live within yourself and both and outside of yourself in other people's worlds. All right, when you go to someone else's house, that's their space. You're living in their space, or the collective space as known is should be known as outer space. All right, so once you get that understanding, you'll say, okay, Indigo, well, if that's the case, what is the place where the stars exist? What do you call that? Well, by definition, people, that place is still called outer space. Or if you go look in that thing right there, the Bible, it'll get deeper into it in Genesis. All right, the firmament. All right, the waters above. You guys gotta brush up on your biblical stuff. All right, even though that you may not be religious, you have to get some type of interpretation of this world. All right, whether it be your own by observing or by reading other people's observations or listening to them. You guys have to start to wake up and know what's happening above your heads, because there is a lot, and it does matter. Chemtrails, UFOs, all this stuff. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and you living in outer space, in space. All right, you exist in two places at once. How dope is that? I think, matter of fact, those who are hip to the Mandela effect or the CERN effect, you guys should know that not only do we exist in two places at once, but we infinitely exist, so to speak. All right, thank God we're alive. Or are we? Indigo Ali out. Hit me up.